Hello everybody, in this video I'll show you my main base in Subnautica Below Zero. I'm planning to make a series about Subnautica creeps and show a detailed guided tour over all my bases. I believe building bases is one of the great things in the game. Check out the videos for top base locations in Subnautica and also other detailed base tours. Links are in the description below. So, my main base is located on the east coast of the Dato Island. I'll dock here into the moon pool and show you inside. We have an underwater observatory with a good view towards the shipwreck, and the base is actually on the migration path of the juvenile vent gardens. From here they go towards the three spires, where they would look for a thermal vent to attach to and grow. Cheers to the game designers that come up with this stuff, it's really impressive. It's a nice place to relax and switch on the anti-stress balls to rest after a stressful day amongst leviathans, starvation and all sorts of hurdles. In the scanner room we see the resources that are in the area. We have all the basic materials plus some more rare ones like the crystalline sapphire. Here are the utilities rooms. We have a bioreactor and a nuclear reactor on the upper floor, right by a nuclear waste disposal bin where we can safely deposit the nuclear waste with no risk for the environment. Going into the living quarters, we have here the battery and power cell chargers. Here is the couch where you can sit, relax and look at the aquarium. Now if we go upstairs, we would be at sea level. We go by the storage and fabricator area, then our alien containment. Going outside to the beach, we see our solar panels here. Those were the first few panels to power our base when I built it. Here is the garden in front for fresh fruit and vegetables. And here we have a couple of sapphire springs for spa treatment, right at the gate of the base. Back in the base, at the top we have our greenhouse and bedroom. The best bed in the game with the iceworm covers. We have our luxury bathroom with shower, toilet and sink, with a glass roof of course. And then we can have a good night's sleep in Parvan's bed. Now let's do a detailed view from the outside. We see the observatory here. Scanner room, then above it the control room. And then the main living quarters are just below the surface, and it connects to the upper two floors that are above sea level. It's very convenient to have external grow beds to grow some of the rare fauna like gel sacks or the anemone mushrooms and spiral plants. Also, since this area we don't have creepvine forest nearby, we have also a couple planted in the grow bed. Going back inside to look closely at the equipment and furniture, we have the modification station, the architect's recycler at the right that can break down stuff into basic components. We have the fridge loaded with fresh food and vegetables, and vending machine with junk food. The music system is a must in every base in Below Zero. It's one of the new things comparing to the previous game, and they nailed it. I'm grabbing a coffee and let's head upstairs. I have all resources sorted by types beside the fabricator. one advice from me: place your storage closer to the most common exits, like just next to your moon pool, so it's close to unload the loot when you come back from an exploring trip. Here I didn't place it close, and I'm running all the way from the bottom of the base up to here, which is a waste of time. Now, in the alien containment, it's fun collecting eggs and hatching them here to find out what creatures you can find. Also, you can use the planter to grow rare plants even here. Now, to look closely by the bed, there is an aroma light that really makes you feel at home. It's really a nice touch when they add those tiny details to the game. Even the fact that also the shower works. Let's have a quick snack and head downstairs. Now, every base should have a water filtration system where you can get clean water. This machine is really a beast when it comes to consuming power, so ensure the base is sufficiently powered before you build this thing, because you also can't stop it. It would start consuming power from the second you build it up to when it produces the maximum amount of water and salt, but it's worth it if you don't want to chase bladderfish throughout the whole game. Now that I have all sorts of power sources, I don't know why I keep this bioreactor, but it's still fun to throw stuff in it and see how it crunches them. In the control room, you can see the time of day and structural integrity of the base. For those that don't know, this is an important metric that you need to keep under wraps, especially for big bases. The more rooms you build, the more stress you add to the whole structure, until at the end it could crack and the whole base can fill up with water. They are those special components that add up strength and structural integrity, like the bulkhead and reinforcement plates. I would really like if you had more control via the control room. You could cut down power to separate rooms from here, but it's pretty much all that you can do, like a fuse box. It would have been great if you could choose the preferable power sources, for example. One thing I forgot to mention, here in the scanner room, you could remote control a camera and use it to export the Mercury shipwreck from a safe distance. I won't do that now because we have to wait for it to connect. I'll go back outside to show you where usually my main power comes from. That's right, thermal vents. You saw the nuclear reactor. It can deliver as much power as you need, but you need to feed it with fuel rods constantly. Okay, not constantly, but from time to time. The thermal plants work all the time without any need of maintenance, and as I mentioned in the previous video for top base locations, this is one of the key things for choosing the purple vents biome. Unlimited vents with enough temperature to produce power. Check out the other video, it's in the link in the description. The last thing I wanted to show you is how you can build more than 2 floors using a temporary scaffolding by using the basic corridor compartments. Then you can climb up on the roof. Here, for example, I can place more solar panels on the roof for direct sunlight, although it doesn't matter in the game where you place them, if they are in the shadow or not. It's just important that they are as close as to the sea level as possible to get the maximum percentage of power. After you're done with construction, you can tear down the scaffolding. I've actually lately added also a 3rd floor here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So, this was my main base. I hope you liked it. It would be great if you share ideas or some of your base builds. We can link them to this Subnautica clip series. Happy diving, everybody!